and his daughters that go to school in Wasbuddy. We have Priscilla and Delilah.
Are y'all out of school today? Or not?
No, we have school today.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Let's do that.
That's cool.
And then Earl, you get to introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Richard Hawkins, he came today. Most everybody knows him. He's retired. He should work with the school system, so.
And she.
Y'all met her. This is my wife Susan. So she was able to make today's meeting. So happy to have her. Welcome.
Yeah.
Let our guests go first and get their food. So we're going to give your Girl Scout Are you appreciative to have Sergio Gonzales with us today? I've known Sergio, I guess, for a few years. He always came into our store to get stuff, and so then, you know, you do a friend request. So I was following some of his stuff on Facebook, and I was just thinking, wow, this is really cool. And so Sergio, I asked him if he would come talk to us about his path to becoming a U.S. citizen. And I promised him that we weren't going to make this formal, that he didn't have to get up and give a presentation. So we're just going to kind of do it in a question-answer type situation, and just be thinking, you know, if you have questions that you'd like to ask Sergio, or the girls. I'm sure Priscilla and Delilah have their views and their input on helping Dad with all of that and what it meant to them. So I'd like to introduce Sergio Gonzales as our guest. I'm going to start out, Sergio, and just ask you, because this is something that I've always thought since I saw that you became a citizen. What made you, what inspired you to want to do that?
The main reason was when the President Donald Trump, a little bit crazy, you know. It was like he don't like Mexican, Spanish people. So I was like, that was kind of scary. I love my kids. I mean, everything I do for my kids, and I say, oh no, I got my green card. But I said, I better be a citizen, because he don't like me. He probably send me back to Mexico. And I said, I better do something. So that's pretty much the main reason. And I said, next time I have to vote, you know, for the next president, I want to be, okay, I don't like this one, I like this one, so I want to be one of those that, I want to vote for this one because I think he's good, he got good ideas, and that's my, you know, another good reason. But
so part of it was you wanted to be able to vote, to
yes,
have a say so in our electoral system.
How long did it take you to become a citizen?
I do the application, and then that take I want to guess about 6 months, and we go to Dallas and we do I do the
Vacation.
and I had to go to Clovis Community College, and I talked to the teacher and I say, hey, can somebody help me to do, you know, help me with my citizenship test? And it's like, yeah, I can do that. So there's 100 questions, and those 100 questions, if you answer there's 10 questions, but there's 100 questions, but they pick 10. If the 10, if you answer the first 6 right, you're done. So we studied for like 2 months, maybe 3 months. I was back and forth every day, and I think I still remember some of those answers. And so when they sent me the letter, like 6 months later, I'll take that test, and that was kind of easy because I was prepared for that. You know, one of the questions was the vice president. Where's the vice president? Mike Pence was the vice president at that time. So I said, oh, that's good. And that's, the second question is the capital of Texas. It's a Muleshoe. So I passed the test. But yeah, about 6 months.
Was it cost, did you have to pay?
Yes, I pay, I think that was $700, $400, something like that. If you get a lawyer, that costs you more.
Yeah.
But I do everything myself.
Okay.
So that was cheaper.
Do you have a sponsor to sponsor you to do this? No, nothing like that?
Well, when I got here, I was in Mexico at the school, and so I told my mom, I said, I need to go over there with my uncle for 6 months, and then see what happens. So I like it right here, and I met my ex-wife, and we got married, and then she helped me to get my green card. And then it's Donald Trump. It's like, Sergio, you better do something because. And that's why. But yeah, but my ex-wife, pretty much, she do all the paperwork for me.
My wife and I took a trip this past year to Boston. We've never been to Boston before. And we were just going over there, just sightseeing, you know, taking pictures, and there was a group of people over there. They were all dressed up, you know, different stuff. So we went over there where they were, and they were just getting through. It had been a ceremony, it had been a citizenship ceremony. And all these people, some of them young, like your daughters, some of them older, I mean like 80, 70 to 80. And oh, they were so proud. You know, that was so interesting for me and so fun for me to talk to those people. That 80-year-old man, they all had American flags, you know, and all this, and he was so proud. You know, we took his picture for him and his kids, you know, and everything. It was fun. I really enjoyed that.
I don't want to lie to you, but when I did the citizenship test or the ceremony, the lady, she said there was over 140 countries, you know, like people from all the many places trying to do this.
Really?
About how many people did that when you did it?
In your ceremony.
Yeah. Like 100 or like?
Probably more.
Probably.
That was,
It was packed.
that was,
Where was that? What place?
Urban.
Urban, Texas. 300-400 people probably at least doing that.
So even though it was kind of maybe what you might say a negative thing or something that you perceived as negative that kind of pushed you to do that, I mean, did you come to a place to where you were like, yeah, I mean, did you kind of turn it into a positive or, I mean, I don't know.
But everything came, I mean, everything happened for a reason. And I mean, everything is getting better and better for me. And I think that that's a big step. And thank God I got the opportunity to go to that point. You know, I'm at that point. But I mean, everything I do is for my kids. And, you know, I don't want to. After my divorce, I was like, I feel so bad. And I was like, and I have to look back and say, well, I have 3 beautiful kids. My son is on the house, probably playing Xbox, but and so everything I do, my kids right now. I'm looking for a wife already, but
The girls stick their heads.
Girl, now I like it. So, Priscilla or Delilah, do y'all have like some things that y'all like to tell us about how the journey or helping your dad or what it meant to y'all?
I don't know. It was kind of like good, like he was doing it, like finally, like, you know, like, I I wasn't ever scared or anything. I was just like he needs to like get it done, so it's like, yeah, like he needed, like we didn't have to like worry about him or anything, like, you know, and like, I don't know, it's like different. I don't know how to explain it, but he would crack me up whenever he would, like the night before the test, because he had to do like a written questions, and pobrecito, he doesn't know how to spell, and he was cracking us up when he was like, because we would sit there with the book and ask him questions, and he would like, okay, write it down, and he would write it, and like he didn't know how to spell, what was it? What or something, or how, it's how, or who, and he was spelling it, he was mixing it up, and so we were laughing, but then he did it, and it was like, we were all happy, like, we were all excited for him. It was scary though, sitting in the waiting room, like, what if he doesn't pass, because my dad gets a little nervous and messes up.
So, did all of your kids get to be there with you when you got your citizenship?
I want to go a lot of places by myself. These two girls right here, I say, I want to go to Reynosa. So we going to Reynosa? No, I want to go. I want to go over there. Like, so we leaving tomorrow? Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, then my kids stay with me all the time. When I do all that, their kids stay with me.
So, did you ever get discouraged and want to give up?
The what?
Did you ever get kind of discouraged and want to just say, forget it? Okay.
Everything I do it for my kids. I probably never give up. I mean, I'll be doing everything.
How old were you when you moved to the United States?
I'm 44, so this is probably 28 years ago.
You were 16?
16, yeah, 16, 17. And that's hard because I never go to school for English, you know, to learn English. I learn on the street and, you know, working with a lot of people that speak English and Spanish. A lot of people don't speak Spanish at all. And hey, I need this and I need that, and go over there and do this and bring this, and like, okay, I mean, and it's funny because now I told my son, like, go get the hammer, you know, the martillo, in Spanish, go get the martillo, and he go, and then 2-3 minutes later, she's like, where's the martillo? You know, I was like that, like, you know, so.
I speak pretty good Spanish. Enchilada,
It's hard to learn another.
It is very hard to learn another language.
So why originally did you guys come? Did you come with other family members? And where did you guys come from in Mexico? And what did your parents and grandparents do in Mexico?
My mom, my mom and my dad got out of the wars years and years ago, so I was pretty much, I had my mom, and when we came, the city is a big city, it's like San Antonio, Torreon, the state is Coahuila, and my mom, she worked all the time. I mean, she was the only one working, you know, pay bills and stuff, so.
What did she do?
She worked like FBI, but the Mexico, so Mexico has, I think the initials PGR.
Has something to do with the Interpol? They call it something like that too? There's Interpol has a big
Yeah,
location in Mexico.
no, this is, the office she worked, they catch a lot of like drugs coming to the, right here. And she was the secretary for like, oh gosh, 30 years or something. And now she can't work anymore. She's getting dialysis and, you know, just kind of sick. So now it's my turn to pay my mom's bills. So I'm paying my mom's bills every week. And I feel good. I mean, everything I do is what I take my kids and my mom. Yeah. So all my family, everybody's in Mexico. Boston's. I have one sister in Alabama, and yeah, I forgot one sister.
But you said you came over here because there was an uncle over here?
Yes, but the reason was I was at the school. think I'm not very good on the school, but anyways, no, I was real good in school.
Yeah.
So I can take 2 classes for 6 months. So I told my mom, okay, my uncle, he was farming right here, at that time, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 acres or something. I said, I probably go with my uncle for 6 months. So I got passport, visa, everything. Thanks God I never walked or swimming or all that stuff like normal. So anyways, so I came over here and I stayed with my uncle, and I guess the green looks so good, and I said, man, I don't want to go back to Mexico. Like my mom's just like, so you coming back? And I say, no. And then I don't know how many years later, I met my ex-wife. But the plan was 6 months, and I'm already here for like 28 years.
So when you first came, you were just young and you just wanted to kind of just check it out.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how long till your mom followed?
No, his mom's. Your mom's still in Mexico.
No, my mom's Mexican.
Oh, she's still in Mexico. Okay, so you're paying her dialysis, sending money back to Mexico. Interesting. Okay.
Well, me and my sister, I mean, I pay 1 week, and then my sister just the money the week after, you know, so it's a little bit more easy. We have 2 nurses, stay with my mom 24/7, and that's a little expensive, but I mean, we could do it, so that's good. And pay the bills. It's not too bad. The bills is not too crazy over there. I think with $100 you can pay all the bills. So light bill is every 2 months in Mexico, so it's not too bad.
Where did your uncle farm? Here in Muleshoe? So you've been here in the area?
And this is the same.
You never moved?
No.
You like the wind?
But I don't have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he only have like 200 acres. Jesus stopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your other favorite place to travel? You went to Redosa.
We go to Redosa, we go see my sister in Alabama, we go Colorado. I love Denver. I'm a Bronco fan. I love Denver. We go to like San Antonio. Yeah.
You go back to Mexico once a year?
Yeah, we go and see my mom. I want to go and see my mom by Christmas and the New Year because we have like a 7-day vacation and all this Corona deal. I don't want to take a chance, and I said no, I better stay here. But yeah, every time I got a chance, I go see my mom. And sometimes I go over there and bring my mom. She have visa, she have passport, everything, so I stop over there and ask for the permit, and then I'll bring my mom for a month and a half, and then I'll take my mom back.
How long of a trip is it back to Mexico?
It's about 12 hours drive. So coming back is, crossing the board. That's probably, you move 1 mile in 3 hours, but a quarter mile in 2.5 hours is crazy, but really is about 12, 13 hours drive.
I've got a son that lives just in California, down on the southern, and so we went to see him, and the church that he's with, they have a children's home down in Mexico that they help, so we went with him, and he told me, he said, it'll be 3.5 hours to cross the border, and I thought,
Can't be.
yeah, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Sat on that little van for 3 hours.
Is it better to maybe like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to cross?
It is, and coming back, I talked to one of the Border Patrol guys and said, hey, I guess Monday is more easy because another weekend, the weekend is hard, it's heavy. And I think, oh no, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is the same day. So really Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, eating break, but yeah, 2, 3 in the morning.
That's what I heard.
But when we go back to Mexico, we left Muleshoe like a 6, 7, whatever. We make it to Presidio, and I go get the permit and everything for my truck. So what I do, we have to wait to you see daylight. You don't want to drive in Mexico. I mean, you don't want to drive in Mexico when it's dark. That's pretty bad. So same thing. Coming back, we have to be in the day, and so you be stuck. I feel better driving 2, 3 in the morning right here in the United States. I mean, I feel safe in Mexico. And thanks God, all these times that we go back and forth, we never see nothing. I mean, it's good. Everything goes really good. Yep. That's part of my life.
Yeah.
Anybody else got questions?
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, thank y'all for.
I just remember seeing on Facebook the pictures you took at the ceremony in Dallas, and y'all were all so happy. I just thought that's really awesome. So we're proud of you.
Yeah, all these.
We're proud to have you and your kids as part of our community, because y'all are just part of us. So anyway, thank y'all for coming. Thank you,
Yes,
girls.
thank you.
Anything else?
I don't guess so.
Okay, I guess we're adjourned.